There's three things that good Amazon dropshipping software will do, and I want to talk about what those are so you can make sure you find the best software for you. The first thing is the Amazon dropshipping software should monitor price changes in products. So let's say we're buying an item from Home Depot for $100 and we got it listed on Amazon for $130. Well, if Home Depot raises the price of their item from $100 to $110, you essentially want to have a software that will raise the price of your item as well and adjust for it. So Home Depot's selling it for here, you're selling it for here at a profit. If Home Depot raises the price here, you want to have a software that's automatically going to raise the price. That way you're not selling the item at a loss. Kind of makes sense. Then, if let's say Home Depot lowers the price of the item, you want to make sure your software will lower the price of the item as well so you're staying competitive. Home Depot is just an example I use because it's one of the companies I use to dropship from. You could dropship from a variety of different companies. The second thing is monitoring items that go in and out of stock. So, Home Depot might have 1,000 of an items for sale. Home Depot's got a big warehouse, and they might have 1,000 of a certain item for sale. And maybe one month they're selling a lot of these. And they got 5 for sale, and 4 for sale, and 3 for sale. And someone buys another item, and now they only have 2 for sale. Someone buys the item again, they have 1 for sale. Someone buys the item again, now they don't have any for sale. They ran out. They're out of stock. They ran out of the product for sale. Well, the last thing you want to do is have that, you can't buy that product from Home Depot anymore because they ran out of it. The last thing you want is to be selling that item on your Amazon store because you're not going to be able to buy it from Home Depot and get it sent to the customer. So you want to have a software that can monitor this, and when they see that Home Depot doesn't have the item for sale anymore, you want a software that will go into your Amazon store and make it where people can't buy that product anymore. Then, let's say 3 weeks from now, Home Depot gets a big shipment of that product in again, and they got 500 items for sale again. Well, now you want to have a software that can see that and say, oh, Home Depot's got this product for sale again, and then have it turn it on basically in your store where your store will start selling it as well. So have a software that monitors items that go out of stock and go back in stock and adjust your product on Amazon correctly so you're either not selling it or selling it. This will help, these two things combined will help you get to the point where most of the items you sell, you can buy and get it shipped to the customer and are profitable. You don't want to be selling a lot of items you can't ship to the customer, and you don't want to be selling a lot of items you have to buy at a loss. That's just kind of silly. The final thing the software should do is it should help you find profitable items. It should help you find profitable items. It should make it where you can click a few buttons and it will sort items for you where you're not manually going and spending hours and hours to find 1 or 2 items you can list that are profitable. You want to have a software that will do this for you, where it'll do most of the work for you. It'll actually show you that, oh, this is the item from the Home Depot, and if you sell this item, you'll make like 10% profit, which is pretty good, and it does all of it for you. So it allows you to work less and make more. Those are the 3 things a good software should do. Now, the software I use, I found a software that does just that. And when I found this software, I'd been struggling for about 7 months. I was using SKU and these other software, I think websites, just they were expensive, they were not effective, they didn't do all these things in one, and I was spending a lot of money, and I was losing money too for about 7 months. I'd have one month I'd make like $500, and the next month I'd lose like $500. On like month number 6, I made like $950 in profit. I switched to this software, and the next month I made about $4,500 in profit because the software not only allowed us to find lots of profitable items, it monitored all the items correctly, and that's a software I've been using for over a year now. If you're interested in learning about the software, I'll put a link in the description below. If you use that link, it will give you a 7-day free trial on the software. So you can try it out risk-free for 7 days. But that's what you want. That's really what you want for a software. And the software is very important because, if you're going to have hundreds or thousands of products, you want to make sure they're all managed and all these things we talked about the software is doing in the background. So you have a pretty easy, sustainable business that's just running for you and spitting out cash.